Guys, welcome back to the Pop My Cherry podcast. Now, Sean, I think we just need to say this at the very, very start before we get into this because we're going straight in. No foreplay, spit. This
No
is
lube.
going to be no lube needed, dry. This is going to be a very different kind of episode, a wee bit more adult than usual, even though we're pretty adult on here, I would say. So if you are obviously offended by the conversation of sex, you might
Get
want to
a
give
life.
This, yeah.
Get a fucking life.
Balls to the walls
Yeah,
and tits too.
Yeah. So we're past the watershed with this one. So this is Andy Lee, one of the biggest OnlyFans creators, porn star. It's got a porn star with a bit of a twist though. So you'd be known for the term like gay for pay.
Yeah.
So tell us, like, first of all, I suppose, how did you get into it, or?
About 15 years ago, a fella offered me a job going to do a solo video for a gay website for a bit of extra cash, 600 quid an hour. Couldn't turn it down.
No. And was it something that you always wanted to do, or was it more like you just kind of fell into it?
No, it was something that came out of the blue. I was on my arse. I was living in a hostel in London, working on a building site, earning like £5 an hour doing demolition, just labouring. And a fella just said to me, look, I think you could do well doing this.
Yeah.
And he said, do you want to come do it? Solo, just wanking off 600 quid an hour for a gay website.
And would it be like webcam kind of, or?
No, it was for an actual studio website. So I done that. It was just a one-off thing. I went off on that, and they liked me, so I went back a couple of days later.
Yeah.
And then 3 times in 1 week, I made 1,800 quid in a week.
Oh, jeez, right,
and
okay.
then it sort of took off from there.
And then, so then, was this would have been pre-OnlyFans?
Oh, yeah, years and years ago. Yeah, this was 15 years ago.
And then, obviously, with the introduction, I feel like I think what's so interesting about porn in general is, like, I think now a lot of it's moved into, like, the mainstream. So you've got now, like, with OnlyFans, I think, say, like, what was it like, say, for porn stars before OnlyFans? Now they've a lot more creative control.
Absolutely.
They have to be able to actually make good money.
Yeah, full control. Before OnlyFans, you would be invited to come and do a shoot, and you would go and do the shoot, and you'd sign off the content to them, and then you would get your fee, and that's it.
Right.
Now you have royalties forever. As long as your stuff's on the internet and people are paying for it, then it's there forever.
Yeah. So you feel like as a platform, it's a big turning point, isn't it?
Absolutely. It changed everything.
And then we have Megan here. She's eating an apple, like
hey,
Snow
you
White.
guys.
Hello. Yeah. So we'll get Megan on again at some point, but we've got her a mic.
I don't want to take away from Andy. Like, this
No.
is his day. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to steal the show.
You'll
And
do what you're told.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I can feel the sexual tension. Like, I really can.
It's your eyes. They do it for me.
Wait until I'm on my knees later looking at
Well, you used to go out though, didn't you?
Yeah, we still kind of do.
Like professionally, or so then I suppose with that, like the boundary of like what's business, what's pleasure, does that line ever cross?
No. What do you mean? Like, no, it never crosses. Sure doesn't. We do our scenes. Like, I shot with him and a guy recently.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Yeah.
All 3 of us. He likes to share.
Yeah.
He likes to share. He doesn't mind sharing. Nah, we fuck off and on camera.
Yeah.
Hard.
And what's the difference of on and off? Do you feel like is there a difference?
It's scripted on camera is different.
Yeah.
You're performing for the camera for an audience. So it's not what you do at home. It's more you're performing angles for the camera and stuff like that.
There's a lot of stopping and starting.
That's what I was wondering, yeah. And
Getting
then tell me
this
this, like,
angle
so say like even like to stay hard, things like that.
Oh, he can stay hard.
Oh, we can.
He can stay hard. There's no problem with him.
Oh my God, you're really selling them here, Megan.
Bring
no
you more
girls
often.
allowed.
We need to cut these cameras a minute, I say. But so then you obviously went into like the OnlyFans route, and then I suppose the gay for pay thing, like a lot of creators do it. Obviously, like the gay market's a lot more lucrative. Would it be?
Yeah, and when I first
and a lot of people can't
industry,
seem to get their head around it.
No, they can't
Which is,
understand it.
I get it, but a lot of people, I suppose it's, you're out looking sex, I think. I look at sex as very much like there is like making love and intimacy, and then there's something that's like performative or platonic, and that's why like I know a lot of people in the industry.
It's however way you look at it, you know what I mean? However way you choose to look at it, you know? I never intended to get into the industry to work with men. I never, when I first joined the industry, I was this straight 21-year-old Catholic Irish boy with a big cock.
Yeah.
You know? Doing
Catholic
gay porn.
and big cock in the same sentence.
And it really done well for me.
Yeah.
So here we are 15 years later. But I'm doing a hell of a lot more now.
Oh my God. And it's, so what's this, the top, is it the top zero, what percent are you in?
0%.
Yes.
0.1.
So what does that mean? Whenever
Like out of all the percentages in the whole world, you're in the top bracket
oh my God.
of creators in the world.
And so, is there other names around you there that like
Are within the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
so?
There's loads of massive creators here as well, but like in the UK, with England, there'd be loads. So like Bonnie Blue,
Yeah.
Lily Phillips, all these ones seem to be very much at the
Megan
discussion.
O'Neill.
You what, Megan O'Neill? I say here, listen to her. I give you your flowers, you bitch. But no, but so you're up there then. So like, well, how would you say, like, because I think a lot of people look at it as, you know, this thing, oh, fuck this, I don't want to go to work, right? Fuck it, I'll become a stripper, or I'll set up OnlyFans. It's this thing, it seems
You
as
sell
if
feet
it's,
pics
as if
and
it's
become a
easy.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
definitely
it's not. No.
There's a hell of a lot more to it. So
Yeah.
people come to me and say,
Mhm.
look, Andy, I'm thinking about doing OnlyFans. What should I do?
Yeah.
The conversation goes like this. Have you really thought about this? You know, are you sure that you're able to deal with your friends, your family, and your future employers seeing your content? That's the first
Yeah.
question you have to ask yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Then, what sort of content do you want to do? Because remember, you're selling a product.
Yeah.
It's not just as simple as going and having sex. You're selling a product to an audience.
Yeah.
What sort do you want to do? Where do you fit in the market? And then, can you sell it? Are you marketable? You know what I mean? Because there's no point being good at something if people don't know who you are.
No.
So you have to get on social media and smash it like that. And as long as you're able to do those things, that's the start. And then you have to build your audience online, learn how to do content properly,
Yeah.
lights, cameras, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then you have to work safely. So consent.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people just think it's just sex, but like consent can be taken away at any stage.
Yeah.
Like let's say me and you were going to film together,
Uh-huh.
and we agree at the beginning, like we're going to do this, and then I normally talk through the scene,
Mm-hmm.
step by step. This is what we're going to do. Are you okay with that? Am I okay with it?
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
And then we say, look, this is being filmed.
Uh-huh.
It can be stopped anytime.
Yeah.
If you're not, just stop. Simple as that.
Yeah.
People have to understand that. Then STI tests. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is another thing people don't realize.
That's one of not. Yeah.
Especially when you're collaborating with other creators.
Mm-hmm.
In the adult industry, we have a standard of every 28 days you have to be tested, and it's a full screen of tests.
Mm-hmm.
And you normally go to like there's places like Randox, or I don't really know many places in Ireland.
Randox would be big here.
Yeah.
It would be. Yeah.
And you go, they do your bloods, they'll do swabs, and they'll do urine, and they'll physically look over you and stuff like that. And then you get signed off by a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do that every 28 days, or if you're very active within those 28 days, you'll do another test.
Another, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, because then that's even, you see like a misconception as well. Like and that's the part. It's like, look, if you don't get it, you don't get it. It's not for everybody, fair enough. But at the same time, it's like it's this stereotype where it's like nearly seen as like because you're maybe sexually active, then you're like seen as like dirty or seedy or sleazy, or you know all this stuff that comes with the image of being a porn star. Whenever I'd say likely being with a porn star would be the most safest. Like majority of people STI testing wouldn't even be in there like. Not Northern, no.
Like growing up, you don't do them.
No, but so there is a lot of ethics to it.
One of the things recently is like, you know, in terms of like safeguarding people and stuff, you know, the checks now in the UK with like the, you know, to get on any porn website.
Oh,
the age verification has just come in now.
I would be interested because we brought this up on the show a couple of weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago,
and we were saying like, how do people in the industry look at that? Because obviously, you know, everybody's for, you know,
protecting kids.
Yes, and safeguarding and stuff.
Obviously, yeah.
But then does that affect the bottom line? Because it's not just kids that are logging off now. It's probably adults too, because they're put off by it. So then does that affect the bottom line?
It's a catch-22. You know what I mean? You're never gonna fix the problem with putting these age verifications. Now there should be some sort of barrier there. It shouldn't be as simple as going on there and seeing it straight away. Yeah. Definitely there should be something. Yeah. But I think where they've gone too far. Mm-hmm. You know, they're not protecting children. The best way to protect children is with the parents. Yeah. You know? Mm-hmm. Kids don't drink or smoke. Why don't they drink and smoke? Because their parents teach them that it's bad. Yeah. And it's the same with all over 18 stuff. Mm-hmm. Kids don't do it because parents teach them not to do it. Yeah. So then why wouldn't they look at porn? Because parents tell them not to, that it's bad. Yeah. And it's not bad. Obviously it's bad for kids, but it's the way people have a stigma against sex is crazy. Yeah. Especially in Ireland. It's nuts.
Yeah. But I think that's the Catholic Church plays a part in that. Like even like say being gay, like I always find it's that like shame thing. We're here, I think the religion part really, I think plays a huge influence. Yeah. So, but this is the part that I find funny about it is people are so say, even us doing this here together, like people would nearly see it as controversial. But then there's also the curiosity
Absolutely.
People want to know these questions. People
People
do
should.
find
We
it
should
fascinating.
talk.
It
Yeah.
should be. Yeah.
Everybody should be able to discuss everything.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be a problem with talking and discussing anything.
No.
Like
Well-
you should be able to talk about any sort. Like I should be able to disagree with you, and you should be able to disagree with me.
Uh-huh.
We
And you're
shouldn't
still
agree on
neutral.
everything. Yeah, absolutely.
Agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now, I personally agree with the ID checks and stuff like that because I do think it's probably the right thing to, but I
Yeah.
can see where it would hinder the industry quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because of it's being such a quick, you know, a shocking thing. But
Yeah.
then I agree with you in
Yeah.
terms of like even talking to young people about sex,
Yeah.
talking to
Yeah.
young people about all these topics. I learn them to know because
Yeah.
that's where they're turning to porn and things like
Yeah.
that. It's the curiosity.
Yeah.
So
They just don't know. Yeah.
Exactly.
And then I think that's a lot. Like, you know, like porn is such a complex thing. I think it, you know, for like there's a lot of, in my opinion, I think there's a lot of good and there's a lot of not. I wouldn't say bad's the word because I don't really believe in bad. But like the thing with it is, if you look at it, say kids growing up, I know in school, like sex education didn't even exist.
Yeah.
So it was nearly like you're being made to feel like something's invisible. Oh, you weren't taught it. But then where are you going to go to try to find out about it? Porn.
Yeah.
Do you know?
But this age verification. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to go back to
Exactly.
Jack.
When you-
It's not working.
Exactly. When you say the age verification,
Yeah.
there's 17-year-olds drinking in bars, but you check the IDs then, so
Yeah.
they'll always find a way
There'll
around
always
it.
be if
They'll
somebody
There'll
wants
always
if
be a
somebody
way.
wants to
Yeah.
access something, they'll find a way.
find a way
Yeah,
to
that's
do it.
true. And
So
then,
it's
Where
like-
it's gone wrong, where
Yeah.
it's
It's blocking us.
but then the response, the user, the ones that are nearly at
We're
like
the
the
ones-
not just
enemy
us.
or yeah.
Spotify, they're censoring words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a physical censorship. It's nothing to do with children's safety. It's a physical censorship. So
Mhm.
in that article, basically, I can't remember the exact
Yeah.
part of it, but it
Mhm.
basically says that the government can change at any time and tell Ofcom that they can censor a word. So if they
Right.
decide tomorrow that what word?
Anal.
Anal is
yeah.
banned, then anal will be blocked across it because Ofcom could not,
Yeah.
and these companies could not deal with the fine. Plus, it fines them.
Oh, fuck.
Plus the
Yeah.
people in charge of the company. So
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
they're not going to do it, and it's like 10% of their global annual turnover.
Did you speak to Sky News about this recently?
Yes, I spoke
Yeah.
to
Oh
Sky
wow.
News about
Okay.
this.
That's why I called them in on this
Oh
one.
my God.
Yeah.
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 Because I was just like,
Little
it's-
Miss Bottom over there speaking to Sky News. Yeah. By the way, we're in a room full of porn stars here. By the way, me and Sean. I'm down for it. Like, but Sean, I'd say you're nervous a wee bit.
And I'm
You're
not
all
nervous,
right.
no.
We'll take very
Sean's
good care of
being
you, Sean. Don't
He
you
Yeah.
wasn't
worry.
saying that a
Uh-huh.
minute ago when the camera wasn't
No,
on.
was he not? What was he saying? Was he looking you to rim him, was he? We always give him a hard time on here. That's a sin.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, but no, but I think it's important though to have the spotlight and for people to go on to debate because it's, as you're saying, like if people want to find a way, they will. Would you do any of the contract work then? So say like the American stuff or like is it the AVNs or the
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
the porn awards in Vegas?
AVN,
isn't it? Yeah.
Both,
Jeez,
yeah.
Have you been to them?
I haven't been to them. Yes.
I
Yeah.
went to the Gavians last year.
Right, okay.
And it was fantastic. So I'm going back next year.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
It's the
next year.
X-Biz today in
January,
Amsterdam.
isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
today.
serious?
X-Biz,
And would
yeah.
you do many of them conventions or?
I was there last. I think I'm up for an award today.
Yeah,
I
you
am.
are. You
Oh,
Yeah,
are.
are
the
you?
award
What-
next biz.
What's the category?
I don't even know.
Male content creator of the year.
Male
male
content.
content.
Yeah.
I've won it 3 times already.
Have
It's
you?
all good. Yeah.
Oh, stop.
Well, you were there last year, when you cheated on me.
I forgot about
Here
that.
we go.
With
Here we
my old
go.
opponent, we'll not get into
But
it.
I'm sure maybe it was a job. Do you
No,
know
it
what I mean?
wasn't. It wasn't.
Oh, there's a few
Two
jobs done
fuckers.
that day.
Stop. And then what would be your favorite kind of say like scenes or go to or like what say content wise? Because obviously sex is such a spectrum as well. Like do you do like,
So
say, like
yeah.
kink or fetish or BDSM or any of that type of stuff?
My
or it
style is
more
realism.
real, right? Okay.
So like I do the taxi stuff, the
Right.
black cab. We do the
Yeah.
taxi, the fake taxi stuff.
Uh-huh.
I do building site builders,
Yeah.
mechanics.
Yeah.
You know that real style
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm here to fix your boiler.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I love all that though. That's my I always say like a man in a white van, you know, like
Yeah.
kind of I'm coming out, maybe I've just got a hot foot or a chippy and he's like, oh, do you want fingered? And I'm like, oh yes, please. Do you know, like and he's got like dirty work hands. Like I think every woman and gay man loves that. Yeah. So you're very much that then. That
Yeah.
would be right, okay. And so you wouldn't do like the fetish stuff. So say like dominant. Like,
It's not for. I
for
did
you.
if you. I have a dungeon.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
do
my,
you?
Yeah, I have
Oh,
my
right.
own dungeon.
Oh,
Like,
stop, right?
Yeah, I like a bit of my personal life. Don't I?
Yes,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
But not on camera. It's just not my style. You know,
No.
I stick to my niche. I
Yeah.
do my style, and it works.
And that's what your audience obviously like.
Yeah.
So you'd be massive in the gay community.
Yeah.
And you were at London Pride. How'd
I
you find
was.
it?
I loved it.
Loved it.
Went for my birthday.
Was it for your birthday?
Yeah,
Was
my
it?
actual
Yes.
birthday,
Oh my
yeah.
God, right.
It was a
And
great
then
day.
it's because I seen you met loads of people, and there was Americans, there was people from nearly
Yeah,
all over the world.
yeah.
It's massive. But what do you think? What's your thoughts? Obviously, you're very like alpha. You're very masculine.
Yeah.
You know, we're fishy. What's your thoughts on the gay community? Because it's kind of nearly like there is that parallel. And we were talking a wee bit briefly off camera, like. Sometimes what I find attractive, I could find intimidating. So usually men would intimidate me a wee bit. You don't intimidate me, but well, not yet. You look the way you look at me.
I'll pin you down.
I'm like, yes, but no. I always said I'd love to be in like the intro of a porno.
Now listen,
not actually doing the porno.
I have the cameras in the back.
Oh, do you? Oh, no, right, not now. We'll move another time. See, I'm a pussy. But you know, like the person
I'll
at the
use you
start.
like a pussy.
Yes.
I'll go on the table. It's okay. I'll come over. Threesome.
Stop. Oh my God, threesome. But you know the person at the start, like, you know, the cheesy intro.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm like the schoolboy that's like, oh my God, we're going to be late for class. And then I leave the classroom and then the scene happens.
Or we
you know what I mean?
say like Jerry's the husband that like goes out and then gets cocked.
Yeah.
Gets
There
cocked.
you go.
And I'm like, oh, what are you doing in there? I want to be like an extra. in a
He could be a
porno.
salesman.
Do you
Yeah,
do
something
stuff?
just like a wee cheesy
Do you
role.
do cock stuff?
But I would
Do you do
I would
cock
just
stuff?
think I would love to be a fly in the wall. I would just love to know like what is a set environment.
You should come
like.
over.
I would love to. I would
Come
love
to my studio.
Would you? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I always try to invite people because I want people to see
To see it.
this side of the world. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
my studio's crazy. It's
Really?
one of a kind. It
Massive.
is the only one in the world. You know what I
Really?
mean? So yeah.
So then, was that where like the dungeon would be? So would you have
Yeah.
like, is it loads of different sets?
It's a big, massive building like this.
Yeah.
But it's a big warehouse. It's open, and I think I have about 21 different sets.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And we have a prison, we have a dungeon, we
Yeah.
have bedrooms, podcast room, we have
Yeah.
a kitchen.
Prison.
Yeah, we said the prison, the buildings
Uh-huh.
area, mechanics area,
Yeah. Oh my God.
army room, all that. I have hundreds of
So you're like
Costumes.
the Mr. Beast of porn.
yeah.
Yes.
Daddy
and
Beast.
Daddy Beast.
He's got Daddy
And then what would be like an average day? So like say like on a set, so say shooting like I don't know, is it a bukkake? Is
Yeah,
that
so
right?
that's
Bukkake?
my style thing. I do group things.
I know I only learned
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
recently.
Do you know
Yeah.
what that was? Don't
I get a
lie.
point. I'm the one in the ground. I'm like,
Let's see those
So
Google
am I.
searches.
yes. I'm pretending I don't know what it is. So would that be the main of the ones that you would do? Like,
Yeah,
like
so
circle
I'll invite
jerking,
a
that
group
type
of lads down to the studio. Let's say I get about 10 to 15 lads down to the
Yeah.
studio, and we get like someone like Jack or yourself
Yeah.
down to the studio, and you will be the person in the center of the
Yeah.
circle, and we'll have a group of lads around you, and you'll do your thing in the middle, and then you'll get painted.
Painted eye. Could you imagine, Sean?
We normally do 3 scenes a day,
Yeah.
so
Right.
One
oh,
after
fuck.
another.
Oh Jesus, really?
yeah.
And then would you have to finish each time?
Yeah. He comes like a trooper. Like
Really?
That's why it's so popular.
He
Really?
comes like
Yeah,
a
I come
train.
different.
You come different?
Yeah,
Like each time?
yeah. Come fucking like a cum can. I come
Really?
over him. Yeah, from here.
Fuck off.
Google me.
I'm in the splash zone.
Splash zone. Oh my God. Well, that's so impressive. Oh my God, I'm all like flustered.
And you know the porn industry.
I can see the appeal. I get it. Right. Okay.
The porn industry gives
Yeah.
people confidence.
Yes.
So let's say
Yeah.
you're a bit nervous, yeah, like yourself,
Yeah.
you're a bit nervous. You come and you do your first shoot, and like, let's say you can't get hard. Now, it's
Yeah.
very common.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're with a person you're attracted to or people you're attracted to.
Uh-huh.
Nerves take over. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
As soon as the camera goes on, people shit themselves.
Yeah.
By the third time, you're a different person.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, people out there are loving you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this goes back to your question a minute ago about what do I think of gay people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I went through a stage of my life where things wasn't very good for me.
Okay.
They weren't. I was down in the dump. I lost my job. I was broke, and I got depressed. Now, I had a following on the internet who were predominantly gay men.
Mhm.
And these people were reaching out to me every single day, picking me up. Now, these
Really?
are strangers, didn't know me anything, but they were there for me every single day. And it changed my opinion on the world, not just gay men, but
Yeah.
everybody in general. So I believe now positivity spreads positivity.
Mhm.
You know, if I'm nice to you, you'll be nice back.
Yeah.
And it goes on. If I'm an asshole to you, you're gonna be miserable today, and you're gonna be miserable to the next person.
Yeah.
And it's infectious like that. So I'm really all about positivity and all about living my life in the now
Mhm.
because nothing else is guaranteed.
No.
So why on earth would I try to make your life difficult or Sean's life or anyone's life difficult? I'm
Yeah.
here. I want you to have the best life possible.
Yeah.
I want to see you grow. It would make me so happy.
Yeah.
It would make me so happy to see your podcast blow up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
I
no.
shouldn't really say things blown up in
No, but
Belfast.
I know
You
what
know?
I know what you mean. No,
Yeah.
it's but I think but then this is the thing. Like sometimes like successful people are happy for other people. Do you know what I mean? But that's also you've been at a place slightly where you had certain adversities and you had to work to get to where you are. But
Yeah.
you appreciate your success and
Absolutely.
you would rather help people. But yeah, and that's the thing. I think the gay community are very like supportive. I think because we understand the feeling of being like the underdog or
Yeah.
misrepresented.
And you just have resilience.
Resilience, yeah, which I think a lot of people, I know we're very like, not everybody's the same, but like I be very feminine, but it's, like don't be fucking fooled. Do you know that's how I can stand up for myself?
Well, also gay people have taught me as well is how to love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're so given.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a sexual way.
They are though. Well, I'm more of a prick tease. I'm not gonna lie. I'm all talk, no action.
But look at the people around you. I bet
Yeah.
you're so given to all your friends and family and all. Like you'll do anything for them, and you're there for like, let's say the girls you hang around. I'm assuming you hang around the girls.
Yeah. No, you're right though. You are. I'm not. I'm very.
Oh, that's all. I bet
I'm very predictable.
When they need someone to go to, you're the person.
Yeah, no,
exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
What I mean? So I totally understand that.
Yeah.
And I've experienced a little bit of obviously nothing like what you or any other gay people in the world experience, but a slight bit of homophobia.
Yeah, by your career choice. Yeah.
When I do gay porn and I'm a straight guy and I get abuse every single day on the internet.
Yeah.
And that blows off my back. It's fine.
Yeah.
I had a job when I worked for the council. It was my dream job. Everything was going great. And my boss fired me over stuff that I'd done 10 years prior in the gay industry. So I sort of feel what you go through on a daily basis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think I think the part number one, and this is a lot of people just can't seem to get that this is a job, like this is a career, and it's a career that you clearly enjoy. Everything's safe, everything's ethical, and it's collaborative, and I think you're all great people. Like it's just why do people need to put people in boxes? So the fact that you're straight, but then you do this as an occupation, and people are like, no way, you couldn't. And I've seen podcasts where the people will still try to dig to see, and like they nearly can't understand how.
But that's okay.
You can be comfortable in your sexuality, comfortable in your own skin, but know who you are, but know that this is my work and this is what I do and I enjoy my work, but it's platonic and,
I got to work. Let's say me and you, we're going to film together. Yeah. I'm not looking at you as a male or a female or anything like that. I'm going to work with you.
Yeah.
I don't think about it any more than that.
No.
I think in my head, what sort of scene I'm going to do, how it's going to look, and what the audience are going to get out of it.
Yeah.
And that's how I make the video.
Yeah.
I don't judge you in any way. I'm very comfortable working with you. I'm very comfortable working with a female. And it's, I don't, even the females who I'm not predominantly attracted to either. It's the same thing. You know, I go to work, I work with them, we make great content, and people enjoy it. And that's where it ends.
And would you say majority of people within the industry would kind of have that ethos, or is there?
Obviously not.
No. So there would there be people that you wouldn't work? You obviously don't have to name names, but like, is there people that you would just blacklisted? Like,
there's no people that blacklist. I choose who I want to work with.
Yeah.
You know, and that's me. I would say it to anyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm not comfortable working with someone, I will say it to their face. Yeah. And I expect people to say that back to me, and I expect people to say that to everyone. Like, you have choice, and it goes back to consent.
Yeah.
Don't ever feel pressured into working with anyone. And I feel like people who's new into the industry feel that pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They may have someone who has loads of followers, or they may look up to them.
Yeah.
And they think like, oh, I should do that because that person has a big following and they're going to get me places. But they shouldn't. You know what I mean? They should. Following doesn't mean anything.
No.
People watch porn for what it is, not for who's following it.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people like the idea of it, but could they actually do it as a career? Likely not.
It's so intimidating.
I think you have
it's
to
always the schoolboy thing. It's like, oh, I'm gonna
be a porn star. Yeah. And it is, the word sounds so like sexy, doesn't it? Like porn. Imagine like porn star. Like
you try to make a 15-minute video, but filmed over 2 hours, staying hard and doing it.
Yeah. So it's not as glamorous as like what people would think it would be. There's a lot of work, and I think you have to be very resilient. Like even like obviously we know Megan. Like Megan gets such a shit time, I think, in like the media and different like trolls and different things. And but I think women get it worse than men. Is that fair to say? Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I think women have a bigger platform in the industry.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like they will have a bigger audience, bigger everything.
Yeah.
And they're easier targets for trolls. You know what I mean? They'll call them dirty. They'll call them everything. You know, and it's a shame because they're not. They don't think of the person behind the camera.
Yeah.
Why are these women doing it? But they're doing it to better their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going to work. They're doing something that they enjoy doing.
Yeah.
To get paid to live a better life, and they may have kids. You know, they may not be able to get a babysitter, but they may be able to do this stuff. Maybe they're not filming with other people. Maybe it's just solo stuff at home. And they're just doing what they can to better their life, and especially for the kids, you know. And then people are calling them whores, but you know what people are calling them. You know?
Yeah.
And that is actually this, when you really break it down, like what is somebody actually like what, like, you know, if fair enough, if you don't understand it, that is completely okay. But the thing is, it's like, you know, sex work has been one of like the longest trades, hasn't it?
Yeah,
It's been
absolutely,
and it's but then why do we see sex as like this offensive thing, and why, especially with women, why are women bracketed into this like misogynistic, you know, like you can't really, you know, and they're objectified. But then porn plays a part in that too, because then the storyline or the narrative of how it is, it's always nearly seen, you know, say if you're saying like with a bukkake, it's going to be me and you girl on our knees. Do you know what I mean? We're not Hercules standing in the circle.
No, but you'd be
So there's
surprised
always
that
that-
there
You'd be
is.
surprised though,
Oh,
'cause
really? Oh, right, okay, right, okay.
I've also done the other side.
Oh, right,
of it.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
People have the misconception as well of
Right.
who will be good at porn.
Okay.
What they should look like.
Yeah.
You know, people think the men should look like Chippendale Adonises.
No.
But it's not always the way.
No.
Curvy, hairy men
Mhm.
is normally what does better.
Yeah.
That I see, anyways.
Mhm.
And it's the same with women. They don't want to see all the time. They don't want to see these plastic blonde
Yeah.
Barbie dolls.
Yeah.
They want to see Stacey next door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that would be more like the kind of like that amateur style, like it's that nearly like fantasizing about imagining that person
Yeah.
next door, and you're getting to kind of see it in first hand.
And obviously, there's something for everybody. But like, and I always tell people when they're coming into the industry, like,
Mhm.
people may say, "Oh, I have whatever, like blue hair or piercings
Yeah.
or whatever." People are attracted to everything. As long
Yeah.
as you show your personality, people will buy into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As long
But
as
do you think the personality, and that's I
it's
think
the
a lot
most
of, it's the most
important.
important part.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you can sell yourself online, like obviously going back to Bonnie Blue, she's the queen
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah. So
You
you've
know what I
worked
mean?
with Bonnie Blue before, haven't
Yeah.
you? Yeah. Good couple of times, or
Yeah.
yeah. And
That's
what's she like I get it. I think a lot of people don't realize that.
People
feeding into
see
it.
on the internet and
Yeah.
they make their assumptions, and that's her job.
Yeah.
Her job is to trigger people.
Yeah.
You know, and her job is to do what she does. So, and I understand.
Yeah.
I understand from both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
You know, her
Yeah.
as a person, I know her personally, and Jack knows her personally.
Yeah.
She's a really nice girl.
That's
is.
yeah.
She's again just trying to better herself, but she does know what she's doing on camera. That's what people don't
Yeah.
realize. They're like, I hate that what she does, is disgusting and all that.
Yeah.
Listen, we all do things that it's not going to please everybody.
No.
That's
And
all.
it's she's trying to push the boundary, because then it's like it's thought provoking. It gets people
And
talking.
that's
about people.
that's again, this is the industry that we're in
Yeah.
as well. We can't advertise what we do because
Yeah.
people look down on us. I don't know. We're
Yeah.
under attack every single day, and this is what people don't
Yeah.
realize as well. Every single day, our career is under attack.
Yeah.
So we could lose our social media any second of any day, and we do.
Mhm.
People do. My brother lost his social media
Yeah.
today.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
wow, yes, Megan, yours was.
I've had,
taken too,
and
yeah.
Megan, sorry, Megan
Yeah.
as well. My bank accounts have been
Mhm.
shut. You know, they don't want to work with adult
Really?
creators. What else?
Oh my God.
And then you have people, the
Mortgages
general
and
public.
stuff, you can't get
More-
mortgages,
really?
like,
Yeah.
Seen it as dirty money.
Really?
I lost a job because of it as well.
Oh yeah,
Really?
I lost a job as well because of it. Yeah.
It's sort of like it's in a similar sort of like category to drug dealers
Yeah.
in that sense.
But it's not.
Like,
Drug
it's
dealers
not-
are praised. People love drug dealers.
Yeah.
The fucking
People do love
scumbags.
drug
But
No.
in terms of like if you're going to a bank
Can't stand
account,
drug dealers. They're put on
No.
a pedestal, driving the fancy cars and all, and
Yeah.
people think they're great.
I'm.
You know
People
what
are
I
sca-
mean?
people
But
are
people
scared
make
of
adult
drug dealers.
content for adults. You
Yeah.
enjoy it.
And they're all
Totally legal.
legally
And we're dirty.
and-
We're scum.
People
Yeah.
are scared
Nuts.
of drug dealers. They're criminals. We are lawful
Yeah,
Literally.
like you're not
citizens.
breaking the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
It's
physically
crazy.
not breaking the law. They're committing crimes and they're
Yeah.
bizarre.
fantasized and
Yeah.
glamorized and
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you say personality is matters,
absolutely.
but in by inches, what size is your personality?
I thought.
Oh.
10.5.
And like, Isaiah's a bit
Ask any of
Are
them.
are we actually? That was you were wanting to know. Yeah.
Length
Yeah.
and
Oh, wow,
depth.
yeah. No, I
Do you
want to
wanna see
know.
a photo?
See?
No.
Good eye, do it.
I've never seen
Right, so
something
right,
real so
I'll give you a length distance, right? So
Right.
if we can show you, right? So
Right.
from about here.
Oh, I completely surrendered there. Did you see that? What is wrong with me? Oh my god!
You gave in very quick,
I'm
Gerry.
ready. I'm ready to join university. Let's go.
That's the thing. So you've got the universities. Tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah.
So the university came about. I was looking for a place for myself instead of filming in hotels. You know, I'm riddled with ADHD. I like to be creative. I like to do crazy things. Lots of people at the time was asking me, Andy, how do you get into the adult industry? And then I decided one day, I was like, oh, look, I'm gonna make this place for people to teach them how to do it. Now, I do it totally free of charge. I never charge anyone a single thing, ever. It's totally free. It's just me giving back to people in the industry, helping any way I can. And we have a big, massive network of people now. Over 400 people has come to my studio.
Oh my god!
And we all help each other out. So yes, I'm at the front of it, but like Jack, for example, he came to the studio and he passes that on to the next person. So everything I taught him, he'll pass it on, and it goes through everybody. And we have this big network of people who help each other out and are there for each other every day. And it's not just the content side; it's the mental health side. People don't talk about that either.
Yeah.
Like you can have everything. You can have 1 million followers on the internet. You're earning loads of money. You are the top shit today, and then tomorrow you're not. And you know how that messes with your mind.
Yeah.
And then rules change on the internet every single day.
Yeah.
Like something may be allowed today, like pissing videos. So and then the
Would
next
that
day,
still be allowed? Would it?
No,
you
it's
can
not
you
like
can piss, but
OnlyFans.
not on someone.
Oh right, okay.
And that's not allowed on OnlyFans.
I know.
So, but on other platforms, just for fans if you want to see my video.
Okay. I know water sports. I never. It was not for me. I don't think.
Listen,
Do you like it? Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Do you?
I'll show you.
Really?
On your fucking ears, lad. So and my way is it's just teaching people how to do everything safely and correctly. And we have this space now where I would have had it myself anyways. So now we have this space where people can come, a group of people can come, and we can help each other out. We can teach people about cameras and tripods and testing and
literally come. Well, we're all thinking out at the same time.
What were you all thinking?
Loads of people can come.
Oh, I didn't even. Oh my god! I took it completely serious. No, I didn't even think it. No.
It's the same thing. It's yesterday.
Right.
Filth.
Filth.
Focus you.
Yeah.
So lots of people come to this place and we all teach each other.
Yeah.
Yes, I am at the front, but these other people help each other out. And we have this big network of people who do everything for each other every day. And we come to the studio and there's costumes and uniforms and we have food there and we literally shut the doors and film content all day.
Yeah.
You know.
And would you say, when you're on set, how does it make you feel?
I love it.
Yeah.
You know what, for me, one of my proudest moments ever was when my studio opened, the first month I opened, and I seen the big porn star university sign. And I stood up on an upper deck and I looked down and there was like 55 people downstairs and they were all smiling and laughing and filming and stuff. And I was like, I done this.
Yeah.
You know, and it was such a proud moment for me.
Yeah. Because that is the thing. When you look back through the generations of porn, there has been so many, obviously, dark sets or dark environments for people. And, likely with the big contract companies where some people maybe did get taken advantage of.
Me?
But did you as well? Yeah.
When I first started in the industry, I said I was staying in a hostel. You know, I was broke. Didn't have any money. And I done 3 videos for this website in the first week. And I was on top of the moon. These people were telling me I was amazing. You know, I had a fan base. These people were like, Andy, you're great. I never experienced that before. And then all of a sudden I'm put on this pedestal. And then a week or two later, I had no money. And I reached out to them again and said, can we do another video? And he was like, no, you need to do a bit more. You need to do something with a guy or something like that. And I said, but I'm not comfortable doing that. And he's like, oh, well, that's fine. So they literally dropped me, a bit like narcissistic behavior. You know what I mean? Gave me everything and then took it away for their own benefit. And then they said to me, so we decided that I would use a toy. Now, I wasn't comfortable doing it, but I done it anyways because I needed the money. Yeah. So used this toy and I was just the whole situation was absolutely horrible. I was uncomfortable. They were pushing me to go harder and harder, all this. And it was really not good for me. It literally traumatized me. And that's what I use now to motivate me now to teach these guys who are new to the industry to do things properly and safely and be in control of what they do. You know, say no if you're not comfortable. Yeah. But the people really have to get this into their head. Don't do someone might especially places like OnlyFans or online platforms where people will say I'll give you £1,000 to do something specific. Yes. Okay. Yeah. And then you're like, it's only in an inbox. I'll get the £1,000 and I'll do it. And it's only going to this person's inbox, but it's not. When you post something on the internet, it's out there forever. You cannot stop that ball from rolling. Yeah. You know what I mean? Get that into your head before you decide to post that on the internet. You know, people really have to understand what they're doing is very serious and not to do anything for a quick buck.
Yeah. Do you think a lot of people maybe don't think of the far
People don't
ahead,
think because
or
social media and the media out there think, oh, you can do feet pics and become a millionaire.
Yeah,
but
which-
in reality, that's not true.
no?
You know, it's really not. There's a lot to it.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what I was saying there.
Yeah.
No,
So do you sort
yeah.
of feel like a lot of small creators will get those opportunities that they're not quite comfortable with, but they're like, I don't want to miss out because if I say no, I might not get asked again, or
Yeah,
you know,
so
it's a door closing.
There is
Yeah.
no guidelines. So you decide you want to do OnlyFans. There's no one there to teach you how to do it. You don't know anything.
Yeah.
It says like, or any of these other platforms. It's like, join now.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
You don't know how to use a camera. You don't know what you're doing, but you're gonna post yourself on the internet forever.
Mhm.
So, and that's what my Porn State University is about. It's about teaching people how to do things correctly and safely, and to understand what they're getting involved in.
Yeah.
That's
Now-
really positive.
And
Yeah.
OnlyFans is such a great tool. It's such a great platform, such a great
Mhm.
tool. And the company itself are supportive if you work with their guidelines. You know,
Okay.
and they are really good. And they've changed my life, and they've changed many of other people's lives for
Yeah.
the great.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, people have to understand how to do things properly and safely.
Yeah.
The other thing that we were sort of planning a few questions before,
Yeah.
like, and something that we thought of because we're going, oh my god, like, you know, if you're in this
Because
world,
I kind of thought,
how
when
would
would
it
I ever
affect-
be in a room with a porn star? Do you know what I mean? Like, what would I, if I was in a room?
Tonight?
Yeah. Stop! This feels, I don't know, like, you know,
You're
like,
taking
I feel like I'm in
turns.
like Disney World or something.
Oh, you're taking it?
Yeah, I've got a boyfriend, yeah.
Bring him too.
Oh, right.
Let's have a party.
What-
What's his name?
Oh, no, I can't say.
no,
He's
no, he
mystery man.
doesn't.
Oh,
Mystery man.
mystery
I'll tell
man,
you
get
after.
over here.
Uh-huh. He's, well, anyway.
Oh, someone has a
You've got
sugar
me,
daddy.
you've got me. Stop, fucker. Get me out of here.
So-
but no, what were you saying
so
there?
we
Aye,
were,
with
we
the
were going
questions.
with a lot of questions because there's a
It's
lot of
such
things
an
that
interesting
it would affect
career.
every sort of aspect of
Yeah.
your life, and it's very different. So one of the things we thought about was in terms of like, you know, relationships and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So for you, I can tell just from talking to you for the last half an hour here, you're very comfortable in yourself and,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But like, was there a time when that wasn't the case? And then how did that affect, you know, going out and were you afraid of
Yeah.
meeting someone and they would
Yeah.
know? And
So for a very long time, I done gay porn,
Yeah.
and I kept it hidden from everybody.
Yeah.
Then OnlyFans came about.
Mhm.
I lost my job, and I decided to start OnlyFans.
Mhm.
That sort of gave me the confidence. I still kept it hidden from everybody. You know, I was still, I'm not ashamed of it, but a bit scared for people to know what I did. Because like in
Yeah.
the gym and all this, I'm this big Irish guy, you know what I mean? Covered in
Yeah.
tattoos. I had some about me,
Yeah.
you know, and it goes to my family in Ireland and stuff, in Dublin, sorry. A lot of people wouldn't expect that from me. Then I got contacted by a TV show on Channel 4 called My Massive Cock. Yeah.
That's fucking Shakespeare.
that's the most Channel 4 like TV show ever.
My massive cock.
So I decided to do this TV show. I said, right, I'm
Yes.
going to do it. I've always.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
No,
oh,
no, take it down,
Jesus.
hold on, hold on. Press it.
Oh, a picture of
Oh,
My
yeah,
Massive
Oh,
Cock.
jeez. Oh, my God. Sean, look at it.
Get your
Yeah,
lips
like-
around that, Gerry. Get your lips around that, Gerry.
But the show then, sorry, back to your massive cock. So what was the show about then? Was it about your...
No.
What are
So,
you laughing at?
no, he's right. He's
I
right.
know that, but like I'm sure there's a bit more depth
was.
to the show. Oh, depth? Oh, for fuck, everything's a fucking innuendo.
There was a group of different guys that obviously had big cocks, and they were talking about how it isn't always great to have
No.
a big dick.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you had me as like, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
I get paid for having this big cock. And that's sort of where I fit in the program.
Right.
But that was my way of sort of ripping off the band-aid and telling people what I did. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Because I was going to go on national TV with my cock out. Like,
Yeah.
and I did. On TV, like you can see my cock on
Oh,
TV.
right, okay.
I had a threesome with a man and woman on TV as well.
Oh, see, on the Channel 4 show?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Channel 4 is really like stepping
Yeah.
their pussy up, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Right, because I seen you in the Bonnie Blue documentary with Channel 4, and that's how I was seeing you. I was like, oh my god, I've seen him. Not in that way, girl, just on the Bonnie Blue show. But it was very interesting.
Yeah.
It got but I think Channel 4, did they get backlash for it? No.
They knew they would. Listen, they know exactly what they're doing. All this stuff. My Massive Cock. It wasn't supposed to be called My Massive Cock when they first approached me. It was called Too Large for Love. And a week before the show was aired, they're like, the director called me and he's like, Andy, just so you know, we're going to change the name of the show. It's going to be called My Massive Cock.
Well, I think that does have more of a ring to it.
Yeah, because they know exactly what they're doing.
Too large for love, that's...
Yeah. So I had to call my family in Ireland. And so I'm calling my aunties. Now, I don't have any parents, so my aunties were sort of like my mum growing up. So calling my you know what Irish fucking mammies are like. These are 50, 60-year-old Irish Catholic women, and I'm calling them to tell them I do gay porn.
Yeah.
So I'm like, call my Auntie Teresa first, and I'm like, hi Teresa, she's like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I just wanted to tell you about, you know what I do for work, don't you? She's like, you're a plumber. I'm like, well, sometimes. Well, it's a police officer and a doctor. It depends on the scene.
I'm so proud of your son.
So I said to her, I was like, Teresa, no.
Technically the same thing, but...
I can picture you sending photos of you in like a doctor's uniform and like a lawyer's, and it's like, our Andy's so smart.
Look at all these careers.
I'm a lawyer.
Yeah. Stop.
So, I tell her like, no, I actually do porn, and she goes silent, and then and I say, it's with blokes as well.
Yeah.
I was like, and I was like on the defensive. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not gay. And I know you're not gay. And then she was like, are you happy? I said, yeah, of course I am. And she said, that's all that matters.
Oh, I love that.
And then that's where it was. Then I had to call my other friend. I called my brother Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
He was a bit younger at the time.
Yeah.
And I said, look, bro, just so you know, look, I do this stuff on the internet. And it's similar to the situation. He was like, yeah, look, as long as you're happy and you make them coin. Mm-hmm. He said, absolutely. That's what you said. How much you making?
How much you make?
Some uncles stopped speaking to me.
Yeah.
You know, some family and friends stopped speaking to me, you know, but hey ho, you know, we move.
Yeah.
And then the TV show came out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I wasn't ready for it. I thought I was ready for it, yeah.
I don't think you could ever be, I suppose, but...
Yeah, like literally the day after the TV show, like, my phone was going crazy. But not only that, like, some assholes are sending, like, photos and stuff of me to my old aunties.
Right.
You know what I mean? On WhatsApp. You know,
right.
just stupid stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like, do what you want to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but don't.
Just don't bring me family into it.
No.
Especially innocent ones, you know what I mean?
And I think that's the part where, like, a lot of, say, like, content can get leaked. And, like, there's, you know, like, a lot of people can maybe acknowledge somebody's career, but they don't want to, and especially family, like, they don't necessarily want to see it. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but it's just, you know, you don't want to see people. We're not meant to see everybody in certain lights, but
absolutely,
it's cruel that would be, like, weaponized against you like that.
Yeah.
But then how do you learn then to deal with that? So say obviously within the industry, like say mental health, that, like, you know, you are literally every day getting some sort of like adversity or a battering.
So I think first of all you need to own it.
Stop.
You know, you need to own it.
Yeah.
People can't give you abuse if you don't accept it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People call me gay, they call me all these dirty, like, go get a real job. I'm an engineer. You know what I mean? Like, I make millions now. Why would I go take a pay cut?
Yeah.
You know, I'm happy doing what I'm doing. Why is what I do and got to do with you? So I own it now. Yes, I do gay porn. I'm happy. I love my work. It gives me freedom. I love gay people. I love straight people. I love everyone. I'm all about positivity.
Yeah.
If I'm giving positivity out to the world, it'll give it back to me. And I really believe that. And it does work for me.
Yeah.
So, and it does come down, like, if you're struggling, and this goes, where's my camera? Like, if you're struggling, I've been there. We've probably all been there. You know, if something's going through your mind and you're not happy and you're feeling depressed, speak to someone. Like, don't sit away. Because I done that. I sat away on my own for about 3 months and I let it eat me up. I got fat, I got depressed, and I was miserable. You know, my friends were there to pick me up. So speak to someone. It is the most important thing. Get it out there. A conversation can change your life. You know, we should be able to talk about anything.
Yeah.
You know,
we really, really should. And I think that's the thing. It's like, you know, a lot of people we're all very, like, insular. We kind of keep ourselves, I feel in Ireland, and it's very keep yourself to yourself, and, you know.
And that's okay too.
You know.
You know what I hate? You know what word I hate? I hate the word embarrassment. Embarrassed. Are you not embarrassed? I have secondhand embarrassment for you. Mind your own fucking business.
Yeah.
Live your own life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this embarrassment. You should be able to live your life however you choose.
Yeah.
You're only here for a short period of time. Live your life happy. Let other people live their life happy. You know, and we should be able to.
Yeah.
I want you guys and everyone else to live a happy, great life, healthy life. And same with your families and your friends and everybody out there. I'm not on this earth to make anyone's life difficult. And either should be anyone else. You know, we're here for a short period of time. Live a happy and be there for everyone around you, and the world will roll so much better.
Yeah. And I love that though as well. I love that you're all very proud, you know, like, and that's the thing. The word proud, like pride, in association with porn, is not a word that people likely are comfortable with. Do you know what I mean? If you were to say you're proud of your achievements or winning an award or whatever it is that you have done, and people are like, huh, like they nearly always. And I think that's the part of great empathy. But I feel society needs to change. I don't think necessarily everything needs to be all in the mainstream, but I think it's good that, you know, porn stars or people in the adult entertainment industry are getting a spotlight, and you're getting to see the person a lot more now behind the, I suppose, the fantasy or the. Yeah. But there's so much. It's just how people look at it. It's just very ignorant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so backwards.
Yeah.
Like it's so 50 years ago.
Yeah.
We're in 2025 now. We should be able to talk about everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Don't keep it all in.
No, and I'm proud. I am proud.
Get it out.
Get it out. Hashtag get it out.
Get it out. and I'm proud of these guys. I'm proud of everyone who has taken the step, because they've decided that they want to do it.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason they've decided, and they took the courage to go and do it, because it's not as simple as people think. It's not as easy for people. No. And for a straight guy to do something with a gay audience is also not comfortable. For a single person like yourself to come into the industry doing stuff with, like, even though you're a gay man and you're doing stuff with like 6 or 7 men, it's not easy.
Yeah.
And people should understand that, you know?
Yeah.
But it is ultimately, it's only creating entertainment.
Yeah.
That's all it is. There's nothing more to it.
Yeah.
Stop looking at it any more than what it is.
Yeah.
Watch the video, enjoy the video, and scroll on.
Because that's the thing as well. It's funny you said that, like the thing with like you're going on a set, maybe doing something that you wouldn't likely ever really do. Like say the sex that you would have in porn versus the sex that you would likely have personally, likely are very different.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't it be? Yeah. You know.
I love a cuddle.
Do you?
Get over here.
Oh, cut it! Oh, no.
Sit on my lap and call me daddy.
What way does it play in? Do you like having relationships with women and stuff then? Like, when does it come up in the conversation?
At the beginning.
In the beginning, yeah.
It has to come up. If you're going to get in a relationship with anyone, it should be open and honest from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because then there is no problems. And again, I go back to conversation. You should be able to talk about anything to anybody, especially the person you're going to share your life with. You should be able to discuss anything. And this is where, like, I'm not giving relationship advice. I'm no Dr. Phil.
No,
Dr. Andy,
but
people in relationships, they should talk more about kinks. You know? Like, let's pretend you're in a relationship and you have, like, I don't know. I always say, I use foot fetish because it's the simplest one. Yeah. Let's say you have a foot fetish and you decide one day, I'm going to talk to my partner about it. And maybe your partner's not into it and they don't want to try it. It's okay. But to have that conversation is really important, because they should understand what you're into. Yeah. You know, and maybe they do. Maybe they'll try it just for you. And it can probably improve your relationship. You know, and I think that goes for everything in a relationship. People should talk about it and try everything together.
Yeah. Andy would be great in our dating dilemmas.
Oh my God, I know, wouldn't they?
What's a dating dilemma?
So we always would, sometimes we would get, like, our listeners would send in like their dating dilemma. So one listener, remember, she was going on a first date, but then the guy was all like, look, just as a heads up, I have a really big cock. And then she was like, oh, how big could it be? You know, whenever someone says something's big, you're like, oh, it mustn't be that big. And then apparently, like, it was really big, and she was scared because obviously she was like, she obviously likes him and she fancies him and she wants to have sex with him, but then...
But did she tell him?
I can't remember. What did we say? She was asking for advice. So she hadn't had sex with him yet.
No dating plan.
See, she should have reached out to him and said, hi, Andy. Like, I know your cock's massive. You know what I mean? I'm a bit intimidated by it. If we do decide to go down that route, can we go slow?
Yeah.
You know, can we work it
together?
together?
What did you say?
And lube up.
Lube up. But this is the thing. It's like, you see how even that there, like, a conversation can
change everything.
Can change everything.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? And a lot of times we live in our head, or we're like, oh, no, I can't do that. Or, oh, no, I can't bring that up. But it's like, well, what's the worst that can happen by... And I think, especially like in the gay world, I think there's a lot more of like an openness in gay relationships. I feel
absolutely.
like with straight relationships, there's still maybe more that like, oh my God, you're watching porn. It's like, of course, like,
you're only human. Of course you're watching porn.
Do you know what I mean? It's
and we all live a double life.
Yeah.
Honestly, I work in the porn industry. I've been involved in sex for a very long time. Yeah. I know this industry. Everybody is into something. And if they say they're not, they're lying.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
That's what my question would be. Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't usually say this, but because of nature, how open we're talking and stuff, like, do you have a kink? Is there stuff that you would search for?
I fucking love my new favorite word, millies. I love a millie.
Oh my God! Right?
Is that right? Is that the right
word?
That's
the right word. Yeah.
He loves a chav.
Yeah.
Chav,
so I went out last night to Connor's live thing.
Love Connor.
And it was full of millies. Oh my God. They were all so hot. I was in heaven though.
I don't know.
But I think that's from where I grew up. I grew up in a council estate.
Yeah.
You know, and like it sort of goes back to then, I think, you know. But don't get me wrong, I do love a rich move as well.
Yeah. But I know what you mean. Like I said, but I do think like, you know, like say some girls with a bit of grit, you know, they're a bit more what you see is what you get. Like
I love attitude.
A bit more like alpha.
Obviously.
Yeah, alpha. Like I'd say, Megan, you're very like masculine, feminine for like a woman. You know.
First class Melly.
Yeah, she's very
Yeah. You say
we do love a Melly on here.
What are you into?
Smack
deck, yeah. So
so is you. You're a smack deck.
So like I'm not.
So we're into the same sort of thing on both sides of the table.
I love a chavlet.
Yeah, like chavcock.
Green, sexy looking, big cock.
He's gonna ruin your life. Yeah, in the backseat getting fingered.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did you ever hear about the Davidish?
I did. Yeah, the strippers. Yeah.
I know, God love them. Like they're only doing their fucking job, but everybody went crazy for it here.
Rang me about that.
Did they?
Yeah, and they were like, Megan, what do you think? What do you think about this? And I was like, it's my worst nightmare. Like I would hate to be surrounded by all them men doing that shit.
Really?
I'm really prude.
Would you be?
Prudish, yeah.
She messaged me 2 days ago and said, "Would you organize a gangbang?" What are you fucking talking about?
Yeah,
but if she's in the mood, she can be a whore. But
in my fight, you didn't even reply.
Yeah.
Because I knew what you were asking me. The answer was always going to be yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
To be honest,
So there's a bit of back and forth going on here, guys. But so obviously you still have a really good friendship then.
Yeah,
even though it didn't work out romantically, it was still Oh, stop! I am laughing. This has been. I don't even have words for this. I'd say this has been one of my favorite episodes. But you know what I have to say? Credit to you. You're such a warm person, genuinely, and I think it's a credit what you do, and I think as well like the fact that you're trying to actually help people. Unfortunately, you will always be the people that have chose to step outside the box, or go against the grain. And once you do that, there is no real going back from it, and you're going to face different shit that other people don't face. But it's just so annoying.
You suffer from that.
I get it. Oh, well, fuck me. Yeah. I really push the boat out as much as I can push the boat out. But it's it comes with a lot of backlash too. But it's but I think it's good though that you have this where like you're actually all like seems to be like a great sense of a community.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And my goal is to start the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to get people to get into that, involved in the adult industry.
So it's going to actually,
But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the conversation going. People just talk about it more.
Yeah.
To open up their mind a little bit more. And again, with straight people, to understand gay people more, what they go through, who they are as people, instead of just looking at them as something dirty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They are humans too. They just because they like whatever they like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We all should understand each other because everybody is different. There's no label to fit anyone.
Yeah.
Everybody is different.
And often I find when you meet people completely different from you, what you learn from it is like even say today, like there's so much I didn't know. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't know what a bukkake was. But you know, like you learn a lot. But it's until you're in challenging situations where like you have like a debate or like an agree to disagree or finding out different points of view, you know. And likely like if I didn't know who you were or what you do and I met you in the street, I likely would be judging firsthand. I'd be like, oh, I would be intimidated. Do you know what I mean? Just because I would think, oh, well, what would I have in common with somebody that's maybe very alpha or very masculine? But like, you know, we have. But it's so tell me here about this. So when did you write this? So
I wrote this in my book, my autobiography, Smelly Kid. I wrote that last year.
Yeah.
And it came out in January, I think.
Okay, so it's January of this year.
Yeah.
And then tell me as to why the names a wee bit.
So smelly kid, it was me owning my past.
Okay.
I grew up. I had a rough childhood. I was an orphan.
Oh, right, okay.
I grew up with a single mom.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm very proud of women. I'm very proactive for women's rights and stuff.
Yeah.
The leader in my life has always been a woman.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm very much for women. I grew up with a single mom. She had 6 kids. I was the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
My youngest brother Ryan is the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
We had 4 different dads.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were really poor growing up. And mum passed away in a car crash when I was 12.
God.
Ryan was 8 months old. And we were sort of separated. I went to bed when I was young. We're the scruffy, poor family from the area. You know, everyone knows the family. We were the one who got abuse. We lived in a woman's refuge, and there's loads more to the story. But
Yeah.
essentially, I'm owning the name Smelly Kid because that has made me the man I am today. And that's why on the front cover of the book there's a picture of me. That's me.
Is that you as a kid?
Yeah, me as a kid. I mean, and you know that picture was taken by my primary school teacher.
Yeah.
When I was writing the book, I hadn't seen him in 25 years, and I reached out to him, and he still had that photo on his mantelpiece.
Serious?
Of me. And he said we were one of the most families in need in Ireland at the time.
Oh my God. And can I ask you something? This might be a wee bit personal if you don't want to answer. That's okay. What would you say to that kid now?
Hang in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. More not that kid, because that kid didn't understand.
Yeah.
When I was 15, I was homeless.
Okay.
And I was literally living on the streets. And at that time, there was times when I was basically sitting there thinking to myself, whatever is going to change to make this better, because I couldn't see a way out.
Yeah.
And if I could say it to him now, it would be like, literally hang in there. Things can be better.
I know, but it's crazy. Like when you really, I think you're very fascinating.
I'm different.
but I think different's good though. But I think it's like, you know, there has to be such a, like, you know, what you've been able to kind of do and create and achieve is insane.
It goes back
but
to
you
being
still
positive.
You're very humble.
Yeah, because I've had things in my life like my mum. I had my best friend. I had my house. I lived in Australia. I had everything one day, and the next day I had nothing. More than once. You know, like I said goodbye to my mum one night, and then she was gone forever. Yeah. I said goodbye to my best friend in an airport. He was gone forever. I had my life in Australia, and my visa was taken away. Gone forever. You know, so I'm very much living the now. Nothing is guaranteed. This is why I will never ever make someone else's life difficult. Because I'm here to help people and hopefully spread a positive message to people to be nice to others. Live and let live. Because you are only here for a short period of time. Nothing is guaranteed. You can have everything today and nothing tomorrow. It's always nice to have friends than enemies. Yeah. You know, and people should understand that. Help each other out. Drop a message to people. Tell your loved ones you love them. Like, stop holding it in. Why do we not talk? Like, we're all bit into these phones. We don't speak anymore. Like, when was the last time you told your parents or you loved them that you loved them?
I do. Well, maybe not my dad, but my mum. Yeah.
And
like, don't tell my dad enough. I think that's maybe just like a man thing that we.
But we should get past that. Yeah.
Because I do. I love my dad. Like, I'm so lucky I have 2 great parents.
And maybe he wants to hear that. Maybe it's important for both of you to bond. To hear that. Because in reality, someday he's not going to be around, and you will wish that you got the chance to tell him you love him.
I know, and do you know what? Weirdly, I've been thinking more like we really do. Sometimes I look at the world and I'm like, "Fuck, some of us are really asleep. We can get caught up in our own bullshit, and we don't even, you know."
And don't be afraid to help. Speak to your friends. Yeah. Ask them how are they. You know, and if they're going through something, talk about it. Yeah. You know, like, because we are all the same. Like, I know we hear it saying we are all the same. Yeah. We all feel the same. We all cry the same. We all bleed the same. You know, so why shouldn't we help each other out? Yeah. I just don't understand the way people are so jealous of others, and like, people on the internet are so poisonous. But I use it to my advantage because I get paid for it.
Yeah, and I get that.
Rage bait and stuff on the internet. But people like to type and say things negative to people for no reason. I just don't understand it. Why not be nice? Why not walk down the road and say, Sean, mate, you are looking fucking great today. Hope you have a fantastic day.
Thanks, Andy.
There you go. See? And then you're going to walk down the road. You're going to see the next person. You're going to have a big smile on your face. And you're going to pass that on. Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's say I walk up to Sean and I was like, Sean, you big fucking specky cunt. You know what I mean? Or, sorry, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Whatever you say, you let's say someone puts you down, they're going to put you in a bad mood.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna go to work and someone's going to talk to you and go, fuck off. You know?
Yeah.
That's just my logic. I know my brain doesn't work. I'm riddled with ADHD and fucking.
And it's people that are saying stuff like that. People, the rage baiting and stuff online. There is a reason for it, and it's because they're not happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it goes back to homophobia.
And
It's because I find, now I'm not speaking for everybody, I'm just speaking from my experience. The people who are the loudest about something are the ones who are closeted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I will get someone comment under my videos, they'll write the word gay.
Yeah.
Or homo or whatever. They'll write something.
Yeah.
Then I'll check the page and it'll be in my inbox.
Aye. Oh, always. But the thing, what is it? It's something. It's like apparently like your happiness triggers somebody because it's something within them.
Yeah.
So a lot of my shit would be homophobia like all the time. Like I've been called everything that you can think of. But I'm like, well, okay, Ian the mechanic. Well, why are you sitting watching my gay shit? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Ask the question. Why am I on your FYP? Why am I in your
Why
radar?
do you care?
Why do you care? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Focus on your own life.
Yeah.
Focus on your family. Spend that time you're using on the internet attacking other people on yourself to hopefully build your own life happy. And hopefully one day you'll be as happy as I am.
Yeah.
You know?
And would you say you're happy? Yeah.
I'm happy. I am the happiest I've ever been. I've been in dark places.
Yeah.
But right now I'm in the happiest I've ever been. And coming to this podcast, your happiness I looked at your podcast on the internet. I contacted you.
Yeah.
I seen I love the pink, the campness and all.
It's very vaginal.
And that's a bit of me. You know what I mean? I love how happy you are, how flamboyant you are, how filthy you are.
I am.
But it's infectious. You know what I mean? It is, and it makes me happy. And I've come here today.
Yeah.
And hopefully, us speaking between us, I've opened up your eyes to something because you have opened up my eyes to a few things.
Yeah. And that's what I really hope. I hope anybody listening to this, I think everybody will be curious to listen to it. But I hope that once they've got to the end of it, they'll be like, "Oh my god!" Because
I need to see that.
There's so much layers to what. I need to see that big cock. Yes,
you can see it.
Show them.
But also one more. I know I'm preaching. You know what I mean?
I love it though. I love it. We're all about that here too.
People on the internet and people in real life. Yeah, please understand creators, whether they're TikTok creators or Instagram, whatever they are. Yeah. They're real people that have real lives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Behind the camera or behind everything, they have their own problems, their own issues, and whatever they are, they're living the life the same way you are.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost anything to be nice. No. It's free. And that's my motto. My motto, I have it tattooed on t-shirts. Smile, it's free.
Yeah.
Well, my smile cost a few grand.
Yeah.
But generally smile is free.
So do mine. No, but it is, and I think that's a really good way to kind of conclude it. But we always would sometimes do like a quote. Is there a certain quote that you maybe like live by or that you could share with any of our listeners? Something that maybe ever helped you through a tough time or it doesn't even, it can be positive, it can be fun.
For me, it's don't focus on the stuff that's brought you down in the past. Focus on the good things in your life. Yeah. What you have now, you have family, you're healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're still here. Focus on that. Focus on what you're going to make out of the rest of your life. And live your life being positive. Be nice to others. Yeah. It's easy. And smile. It's free.
Really? I love that one.
And please reach out to your friends and family and loved ones and just say hello.
Yeah.
You know, tell them you love them. Tell them you care. And talk to them and talk about everything. We should be talking about everything.
Yeah.
And don't forget, give a cuddle. It's free.
Yeah. Oh, well, these are the way. Where are you?
We can have
come
a
over here.
See how nice that feels?
I'm
a bit sweaty.
I know, but you're such a, honestly, you're such a, you're such a warm person with a huge cock. Yeah, but no, honestly, it's been such a pleasure to meet you, genuinely.
Oh, thank you, you too.
Genuinely.
And you too, Sean.
And I just hope that even by this, I'm sure anybody listening can see obviously how warm and kind that you are. And I hope if we could even get one or two people to maybe go, oh, well, do you know what? That was something I maybe judged a wee bit prematurely, but God, right, okay, it might not be for you, but you can go down a different aisle. Yeah. You know, if you're not in the fruit and veg, go down to the other one, like go to the tins. Like, we don't have to be hateful to people.
And don't be intimidated by people.
No.
Speak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's how you often find, that's how you connect. It's whenever we, you know, discuss your differences and stuff.
Get your head out of that phone.
Yeah. Exactly. But tell me this, right? So what's coming up then, Andy? So...
Oh, I have lots of stuff. I can't talk about something.
Oh, right, okay, right, okay.
So we have a TV show coming out.
Okay.
Mid-October, you'll see a TV show.
Okay, right. So something's coming, right? Okay, in the mainstream.
Lots of things are coming.
Yeah, lots of things
I'll have
are
your
coming.
face.
And then obviously, I'm sure you'll know you can find Andy on all platforms.
Yeah,
and
do it like Andy with underscores in between on Instagram.
Yes.
And Andy Lee X on TikTok. And
yes.
Yeah, Andy Lee XXX, not for the faint-hearted on Twitter.
Yeah. So the Twitter's always the bad. That's the naughty one.
It's very explicit.
It's the naughty one. So it's like the sneak peek kind of.
Yeah.
So we'll all be straight on over to Twitter. But we're gonna leave Andy's Instagram. But like just to give a to give a wee plug and all that there. Like if you're smart, go to that wee link tree. That's
and go on Amazon. Like, have a look at my book. Read my story.
Yes. We'll leave a link actually to that as well. Yeah. Perfect. I actually can't wait to read this.
Have a read.
I'm a terrible reader though, but
it's easy read. I wrote it. Come on.
Right, okay.
I've been in 13 schools.
Okay. Stop it. Right. Well, Andy, thank you so much. Honestly, it's been a pleasure having you on. Guys, thanks so much for listening. And yes, make sure that you're subscribed to our podcast platform. That helps us a lot massively.
Like, comment, and share. It's free.
Yes, it really.
Spread positivity.
Yeah, no, it is. It really, really is. But honestly, this is me. I feel like I'm in Disneyland. Genuinely, this is me and my day. Honestly, thank you so much for coming on.